Hello, everyone. It's good to be back here, and we're going to continue what we've been talking about, and it's about the blessing. And when we talk about the blessing, we're not just talking about something easy, something cheap. It's something that the Lord Himself has given to us, who obey, who follow, and who do His will. And I want to tell you the blessing. There are many, many, teachings on the blessing. But remember one thing, God is the one that blesses you. He's the one that adds to you and adds no sorrow. Amen. And we're talking of that kind of blessing, where the Lord is the one adding, and the one is the one supplying. Today we learned 7 things that the blessing gives you. We can do it in S. It says it brings about supply. It brings about sustenance. A storehouse, which is like a savings for extra. So it's not like you're living from paycheck to paycheck. And we also talked about you enjoying the labor of your hands. And that is satisfaction. And we also talked about enjoying the labor of others. And that is, what else would you qualify that? We enjoying the labor of others, where we don't have to, break things before. No, people would have worked things out, and then we just enter into it. Like some of our children, they enter the labor of their parents. Yes.
It's actually said in Proverbs 13:22. It says, the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the righteous.
And then we talked about sustenance for a generation. So it's not about just you as a father or mother being prosperous
over a season.
Over a season. It's not a seasonal thing. No. It's a continuous thing. And then the sixth thing we talked about, promotion. God promotes you. And then the 7th thing, I yield on investment. So today I want you to just, out of those 7 points, which one would you emphasize at this time? The 7 things is quite a lot.
Yeah. I want to know what I like of all those 7 that I want to emphasize is the fact that there is satisfaction on the labor of your hands.
Okay.
Satisfaction. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 2:24, it says that you eat and drink and enjoy the labor of your hands. It is the gift of God. And there is a devil out there that doesn't want you to enjoy the labor of your hands. And so when the blessing is working in your life, you can claim it and say, Lord, I'm enjoying the labor of my hands. Years ago, I think it was almost 27 years ago, I came across Psalm 128. And it says, blessed is man that fears God and walks in his ways. He says, you shall eat of the labor of your hands, you shall be happy, and it shall be well with you. And I saw that, I said, wow, I'm going to eat of the labor of my hands. When I saw it, I was a student. I was a student studying. And I said, if I'm here studying and burning the midnight oil, that means what I get in return, which is a certificate, I will enjoy that certificate. I will get income from that certificate. So I laid my hands and I said, God, according to your word. And that was almost 27 years ago. But I want to let you know, that's part of what the covenant covers. That when you are expending effort, God designed that you enjoy the labor of your hands. Isaiah 65:23. It says, when you build house, you shall live in them. It says, when you plant vineyards, you shall eat of those things. It says, your labor shall not be in vain. And I want you to know the covenant covers that. That as you begin to operate and allow the covenant of blessing that we have to work in your life, your labor will not be in vain. And he went on to talk about the labor over your children. Your children will rise up and call you blessed. Your children will make returns back to you because you are eating of the labor of your hands. The devil tries to keep, brings a chasm in relationships so that people don't enjoy the labor of their hands. But when this blessing is at work, you will eat the labor of your hands.
Amen. And that's very important. I like the way you said, even with children, a lot of parents have labored, a lot of parents have done things. People have gone to colleges, you've sent them to college, you've done all this. But there's a point when you must enjoy it. And the blessing affords you, the blessing gives you the power to enjoy it. And that's why we're not talking about blessing when it comes to other things. but we're talking about God's blessing. And today we believe with you that if any of these points, there's something out that is not, that you are not enjoying, that the Lord will grant you the power to detect it and to begin to walk in it. And we bless you and we speak the blessing over your life, over your children, over your finances, over every area of your life. And there will be transformation. And you will begin to see God as the blesser. And the promotion you're desiring, it comes neither from the east nor from the west, but from the Lord. And just keep your eyes on him, and he's able to do abundantly above that which you can ever think or imagine. Have a blessed week.